Senator Bernie Sanders has strongly criticized President Donald Trump's approach to education reform, calling it authoritarian, illegal, and unconstitutional. Sanders argues that major changes to the Department of Education should go through Congress rather than be implemented through executive action.
President abolished the Department of Education.
What is going on in this country, not only with education, but with other institutions, is the president is operating in a very authoritarian, illegal, and unconstitutional way. If they want changes in the Department of Education, they want to abolish the Department of Education, fine, come to Congress. That is the process. That is what our Constitution is about. We have three separate branches of government: executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. We are not and cannot and must not now move to all power URF.
There's a dimming you worry about oversight for somebody like any year. Like, once he's confined, are you concerned that you won't have that?
I am concerned that there is a real look. It is a little bit weird, just a little bit weird, that the President of the United States is now head of the Kennedy Center. My gully person in America, I think that's a little bit strange. We have other people who know a little bit about culture, maybe even more than the president. But what is clearly happening in this country right now, every single day, with Musk, with President Trump, is more and more power going to fewer and fewer people, and often people who have huge amounts of money.
Can you tell me about your decision to
The president is operating in a very authoritarian, illegal, and unconstitutional way, Sanders said, emphasizing that the separation of powers must be respected. He contends that Trump's unilateral actions undermine the legislative process and concentrate too much power in the executive branch. Sanders also took issue with Trump's role in the Kennedy Center, questioning why the president was involved in cultural institutions rather than leaving them to experts. "We have other people who know a little bit about culture, maybe even more than the president," Sanders remarked. Supporters of the president argue that executive action is necessary to push reforms, especially when Congress fails to act. They defend Trump's education policies as efforts to increase school choice, promote civics education, and reduce federal control, aligning with conservative values of limited government and individual freedom. Critics of Sanders suggest his concerns about executive power are inconsistent, given his past advocacy for expansive government programs. They argue that his opposition is more about political resistance than constitutional principles. The debate reflects broader ideological divisions over education policy and executive authority, with both sides claiming to uphold constitutional governance.